With me this morning, I have Emily Aboud, who is so accomplished in regards to the theatre arts and writing, and you're a theatre director.
Relting.
And Relting.
Yeah.
So let's show off about you a little bit. Like, you know, you have done so much. You have won a prestigious scholarship. You have done so many things in the UK.
Correct.
You know, you're currently based in London.
Yeah.
Right?
So, well, I did a bachelor's in Scotland. I did engineering.
Right.
But like the goal was always to be a theatre director. So basically, I moved to London to pursue a master's in theatre directing, and I've been working there for like a year and a half now. Got a scholarship from the Bush Theatre to like make my own work, and yeah, they basically just they've given me money just to be like, yeah, be creative. We want to see what you do.
So what was the criteria to get that scholarship?
Basically, like they're interested in voices that London doesn't really hear. So obviously, like, you know, Trinidadian voice, feminist voice is like it's not really heard in London at all. So it's just, write what you want, direct what you want, and we're gonna give you the Bush Theatre for 2 weeks, and you can do what you want there. Okay,
so how did you bridge from engineering into theatre?
Now I have to answer this so often. I mean, I'm a big science nerd. I got a science scholarship from the government and then to study engineering. But I find like engineering and, I find science and arts are the same thing, essentially.
Really?
Well, yeah,
that's interesting.
But you're asking the same question. It's because you're asking, you know, who am I? But science is looking out and, you know, arts is looking in. So it's kind of, I find it's the same thing. And I find I use like things I do in science, things I've done in science, you know, approaching things methodically.
Yeah?
Yeah. The same way that you'd approach, you know, a scene or a feeling or a poem or, you know, a piece of art. You just have to approach it a certain logical way, and it makes sense.
All right, and speaking about approaching things in a certain way, you have a big love for cabaret.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah, I love a cabaret.
So tell me, what about it that you love?
What's wonderful about a cabaret is that it's not like, there's no fourth wall, right? The audience are very much a part of the show as the performer, and it's like it's a variety show of many performers. So, you know, traditionally it's burlesque and there's an MC and it's kind of like the musical cabaret.
Right.
But, you know, as, you know, recently or like in the past couple of years, it's usually the people who are marginalized who are just creating short pieces. So a cabaret could have stand-up poetry, it could have comedy, you know, drag, you know, just art really that the performers would like to share with you.
And you yourself are a performer as well, right?
Yeah. Well, trained in Lilliput, actually the best youth theatre in Trinidad, if you ask me. But yeah, I'm a drag king. So.
You're a drag king. Yeah. Explain to me what a drag king is, because I've heard of drag queen. So is the reverse then?
Correct. Yeah, yeah, it is. I love drag. I think it's a really brilliant sort of form of art, sort of challenging gender norms and making you think differently about the performativity of your gender, the performativity, like just to critique, you know, the society we live in. You just sort of satirize it. So as a drag king, I dress up as a soca star. A
soca star,
yeah. And I lip sync like soca and dancehall. Some of the more misogynist soca and dancehall.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah. So the audience, you know, when they're listening to something by Vibes, which is inherently misogynist, like he's promoting the violence of women.
Right.
But because I'm obviously a woman underneath singing it, you kind of listen to it with new ears.
Yeah, and it's still a bit of irony there.
Yeah. It's satire. It's really funny, but also like hopefully when the act is done, the audience is like, right, that song is not nice.
Yeah, you know, women. They get the message.
Yeah.
Right, and speaking about cabaret, you recently did an event called Splintered.
Correct. Yeah.
Right, so tell me a little bit about the event.
Well, I was gonna call it Splinters, but I was afraid Shal would have a problem with that, so I call it Splintered instead. That was Dad's idea.
Yeah, that was close enough.
Yeah, he can't sue me, right, Shal? Yeah, so we did Splintered at Big Black Box, the Big Black Box on the 4th. And again, I just was looking at young artists. So we had spoken word performers, stand-up comedy, drag performers, and it was just, you know, a feminist cabaret promoting marginalized voices in D&T.
Oh, you said it's a feminist cabaret. Were the performances done by primarily females, or were there males involved as well? Oh
yeah, we had some drag queens, marginalized voices. But it was a majority female sort of lineup because, I mean, doing some research, it's like 26% females in the House of Representation, which doesn't sound representatives. Doesn't sound very representative to me.
It doesn't sound very balanced.
No, and like Soca Monarch's been around for 25 years and there's only been one female winner.
Right.
So like, there's clearly an imbalance here. So I just wanted to sort of address that in the cabaret
and be that voice and
Well, oh God, I'm not like a savior, but like
Yeah,
I just
know what
wanted to promote, you know, women doing amazing art and create a space for that.
All right, so just before we close off, what's next for Emily?
Work at the Bush Theatre, be world famous, write an amazing play, change the world.
And well, you're starting already. All right.
I'm trying.
So thanks so much, Emily Aboud, for all you share with us, theatre director and writer and performer as well.
Oh God,
and
yeah.
the list goes on and on, scholarship recipients, everything. But you know, you're doing Trinidad proud, and you know, we really support you here, and you know, thank you for all you're doing so far, and we wish you the best.
Thanks very much. Yeah,
All
it's
right,
been great to be here.
Yeah, awesome.